Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks, part 2 of this sizing a logo to print off. I said to print off, but I really forgot. I'm fortunate enough to have a printer on this computer where I could print this off. And if I made my page size 11.5 by, or 11 by 8.5 and printed this off, this would be the actual size of the cup as we did in the first part 1. It's not called part 1 because I didn't know I was going to make 2 videos. But we could even do better than that. And we're going to try this. We're going to take this IBM logo, and of course you're not going to use IBM, and I'm going to move it out of the way quite a bit. I normally would make this smaller, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take this, I'm going to go trace bitmap, outline, trace clip art, because I think it takes a little bit longer and didn't really take any time at all, and say okay, and then move that out of the way. And I've got kind of the shape of the cup, and I did one thing wrong maybe. Let's try this. Let's go to trace bitmap again, and this should help group by color. So now when it does that, I can move this over and I can go object, group, and ungroup it. And I can take away this color, take away this color, take away this color. Can't really take a, you know what? You might be able to, that might work. See, we're getting a shadow. And I'm pretty sure that's all shadow. So there's really, it's not going to work perfectly with this cup because of the fact that I had so many shadows. So that's what I was saying in the earlier video. If you could do this without shadow, your picture would come out much, much better. But you could still, either you could do this, what I'm doing, which might not work in this case, or, and I very seldom ever do this, is to trace it by hand. I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of that. And it's not too hard to trace by hand. We've got a little bit of a rounded top, so let's use the 3-point curve line and go from there to there and put a little bit of a curve on it. And this, again, doesn't have to be perfect because we're just cutting it out. Now that node, I'm going to get with the shape tool and bring that, you're going to really have to zoom in. Bring that node, you know, maybe more so like that. And then take a 2-point line and go from that node down to that node. And then let's zoom in. Take both these nodes and right click and turn them into a curve. And then let's zoom in again. And you could grab the middle of the item and kind of curve it out a little bit. We're just trying to get the picture off the paper. Now we could actually take that line and probably duplicate it and mirror it and see how close it is to the other side. Now I could take the shape tool, and really with the shadow, that might be almost perfect. And you would want to take maybe more time to do it. And then a 3-point curve line and go from there to there and put it like that. Now let's see if this works. Let's move this out of the way. Let's take this cup shape, and I've got 2 lines right there, but the Smart Fill tool will fix that. And then go like right there, take both of them and intersect it. And there's your cup. And wow, look at it, went right on your logo. So you could send that picture, print this off. Now, keep in mind, it's still the same size. I'm going to Control G, and I'm going to put it in the center of my paper. When you print this off, your printer will print it the size, or it should. I've never had any reason to not think it's working. But you could send that to the customer and see it's still a picture of the cup. You know, and then one thing is going to be the biggest help. It's not going to have to print all that off yellow of the original picture. It's just going to print this cup. Anyway, I hope that gave you some ideas, and thank you for watching.